Hey, welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Ghostbusters Spirits Unleashed video. I want to make a really quick, really short video here, going over some basic changes I want to see with the game. Not in any negative way or anything, just feedback to the devs, feedback from the community and stuff that I've been hearing in the Discord and everything. So we're going to quickly just hop into it right here, because there's some weird choices in this game that don't really make much sense, and just mechanics and things that aren't in the game yet that should be. For example, number one, I want to be able to play the role that I pick. So if I pick Ghost, I shouldn't have to play a match as Ghostbuster and then maybe get into a Ghost match next, because sometimes you won't even get in one. Sometimes you'll pick Ghost, you really want to play Ghost, and then you have to play like 4 Ghostbuster matches in a row, and then it still doesn't make you a Ghost, so you have to leave and then re-queue up. Also, every single time you want to switch a Ghost, you have to go back to Tobin's place, re-queue as Ghost, play another Ghostbuster match, and then you might get Ghost afterwards. It's really annoying. I hope in the future we can just pick Ghost and get it instantly. Especially since you already pick it up there, you prefer your role as Ghost, but it always puts you in a Ghostbuster match first. Except one time. One time I got lucky, except no, I didn't. I got unlucky, so that goes on to number 2, because I spawned in as Ghost inside of a ghost trap. I was getting sucked into a ghost trap. I literally, so I didn't have to play a game as Ghostbuster, but instead I got sucked into a ghost trap instantly because I spawned in a ghost trap. So that's number 2. I don't think we should be able to join matches in progress. That was my most recent match too. So when I just spawned in and I was getting sucked into a ghost trap, I alt F4'd so fast. I was like, oh, my mind was blown. But yeah, that should not be a thing. That's as if you were making your perk build in DBD, just queued up, boom, you find a match, you spawn in, and then the end game countdown is happening and everyone's escaping and you're just confused. Yeah, that shouldn't be a thing. Third on the list, key bindings. Key bindings need to be a thing. That's kind of just a basic feature of every single game on PC ever made now. Like, for some reason, some parts of the game, I really am loving the Ghost gameplay in this game and everything, but some parts of the game feel unfinished, such as key bindings. And I asked the devs on Twitter about it in Twitter DMs, and they said they're working on bringing key bindings to the game, so that's good. But I feel like that should just be like a base feature at this point for any game. I mean, it kind of reminds me of what Treyarch was doing with Call of Duty Vanguard, where pausing zombies wasn't even in the game until like a year after release, or months and months after release. Pausing zombies, something that's been in the game since 2008 when Call of Duty World at War came out. So it's like, I don't know, devs are getting weird these days where base features of games aren't in the game. Key bindings, that's a weird one. I've never seen that happen before. But yeah, that needs to come. I see a lot of people complaining about it because there's just weird key bindings in this game. But I've gotten so used to it now that at the same time, I'm gonna have to get reused to normal key bindings, like pressing 3 to super sprint with the centrifugal thruster. You literally have to hold 3 to sprint. It's very weird. Pressing F to possess, but then X to unpossess. I don't know. I need to change some of these key bindings, but I can't, and that kind of sucks. A lot of people have been requesting, I don't know if this one is something they're thinking about, but more Ghost customization would be really nice as well. That's not like a priority thing or anything compared to these other issues, but more Ghost customization would be really, really cool, because yeah, Ghostbusters can customize a whole ton of things. Like, they don't need to be upgrades for Ghosts. I think Ghosts are very, very powerful right now. They don't really need upgrades, but like, let us put a top hat on, some glasses, I don't know, a suit and tie, I don't know. I feel like Ghosts should have more than just color variations, but I don't know, maybe not. Maybe that's stuff that's coming in the future. And we have gotten it confirmed. I was gonna make a whole video on this, but I think I'll just mention it here. It's too little of a thing to make a whole video on. New Ghosts and new maps are coming for free all through 2023. They tweeted it. But yeah, new maps, new Ghosts. They didn't say anything, I don't think, about Ghostbuster equipment, gadgets, and stuff like that, but I know people would love to see stuff like that, especially since I made that YouTube short on the things that are in the files that didn't make it into the full game, like the Ghostbuster gadget, the pylon or whatever, the electric pylon, and then there was mine minions, which is mentioned by Tobin in the game, because he mentioned it, and I was like, where are the mine minions? I was trying to put on the mine minion ability, but it wasn't in there, and then I see it in the files as a video file, just in the first layer of folders. So it's not like data mined or anything, it's literally just there, and it just says Ghost ability mine minions, and so that's not in the game yet. I don't know if that's ever coming, but I think they're thinking of putting new Ghost abilities for all Ghosts in the game, maybe. That'd be really cool to see. What else? We need more stats. I'm not talking about like, I don't need to see my win rates and all that. Although that would be really cool because I haven't lost a match as Ghost yet. I kind of want to see how many wins I have. That's kind of cool. And I will post my gameplay once I finally lose a match. But that hasn't happened yet. I actually thought it was going to happen when I spawned in a ghost trap. That's why I ult at Fort so fast. Oh my gosh. But I'm pretty sure I had like 2 rifts left in that game. I don't know. Didn't bother checking because I was just getting pulled in a ghost trap when I spawned. Anyways, also for the people saying that I'm not doing the ghost trap thing right, I'm not spamming W hard enough or anything like that, you're wrong. They actually fixed the ghost trap in the most recent update, and I've escaped now 9 times in a row. Literally 9 times in a row. The ghost trap is so easy to escape now. So yeah, it was broken for me before, where I would spam W as much as humanly possible. Oh my, you can't spam any faster. But it never went through. It just, I mean, I could never escape, as you guys saw through all my gameplay so far. But now that the update happened, it's so easy. I'm escaping every single time. It's very, very easy. So yeah, I know I was doing it right the whole time. It was literally just broken for me. I'm guessing it was broken for a lot of other players. So if you've never escaped a ghost trap, go try it now. Might work. But that brings us on to another thing. What is this? Number 6, number 7? I don't know. Patch notes need to be better because this wasn't mentioned in the patch notes that they fixed the ghost trap. It's mentioned that they fixed making it so people can't use like macros anymore to escape the ghost trap. But if anything, you'd think it would have worked better before, and now it'd be patched where I'm like spamming it so hard. But no. And maybe they didn't do anything. Maybe the update just happened to also fix it for a lot of people. Maybe they didn't need to mention it because they didn't actually work on the ghost trap. But it works so much better after this update, so I don't know. But like things are appearing in the game that aren't in the patch notes, which again makes me feel like I'm back in the Call of Duty Treyarch days where they just would put out updates and not have patch notes and people would have to guess what's new in the game. So patch notes should be a little better. There are things like getting fixed or changes happening that aren't in the patch notes, which is kind of annoying. Oh yeah, and I kind of just glossed over the updated stats thing. Yeah, no, I wasn't even talking about win losses and all this stuff, but we need better stats in the game, like knowing what all the ghost things are talking about, the ghost stats. Haunting, possession, fear, all this stuff. I mean, I'm guessing we can just figure that out, sort of, but not exactly. A lot of us don't know what all this stuff means. We just see it as stats, lower and higher, and don't really know what to think about it. And there's some stats and abilities that just don't work in the game yet. For example, the poltergeist. It says that if he's inside of an electrical object, if he possesses an electrical object, his PKE energy will charge significantly faster, or some huge word like that. I don't know if it's significantly, but it says it'll charge like super fast, and that just doesn't happen. You can go in security cameras, power washers, monitors, you can go in whatever you want. Vacuum cleaners that are literally on fans, it is not charging significantly faster. I don't know if, I mean, the poltergeist is still broken at this point, unless a dev out there can say that it's actually working as intended. But I've gone in different objects and tried a bunch of things, and it doesn't seem like it's any faster. If anything, it might be like 0.1 PKE energy faster, but like they should show like 3 arrows down there instead of the normal 2 arrows. Again, back to the stats thing, we don't really know what his shock does, except, I mean, there's people guessing in the Discord and stuff. Like, I haven't gone against a poltergeist enough. It's all RNG because like there's a lot of ghosts in the game, and I appreciate that. There's a lot of content. So whenever I queue up as Ghostbuster, or I guess queue up as Ghost and then have to play a match as Ghostbuster, I never really get poltergeists. So I don't even know what the passive shock of the poltergeist does. But a lot of people are saying in the Discord that it might build up your heat faster. So I'm just going to guess that's what it does. But there's no visual indicator that you're doing that to the Ghostbusters or anything like that. So yeah, a lack of information in this game makes it very hard to teach people things. Because I want to make guides and stuff, but I feel like I get a lot of information wrong because I'm just kind of guessing over how I've played the game. Like, for example, I see that I have 3 rifts left at the end of the game, and it's minus 75% progress to the end game timer. So I tell people that at the end game, if you have a rift, it's minus 25 seconds off the end game timer, when in reality it's actually like minus 15 seconds for a normal rift, and then it's like minus 45 for 2 rifts, and then 75 for 3 rifts. It's like random or something like that. I don't know. It scales up based on your rifts, even though it should already scale up because minus 15 3 times would already be a lot. I don't even know if you know what I'm saying, but the stats in this game and how it's all presented is very weird, and it's hard to learn and teach people. So yeah, out of all that stuff, the number one thing I want is key bindings and letting me play the role I want to play, because I don't want to play Ghostbuster a lot of the time. I want to make ghost videos, and that's it. I just want to make ghost videos. But even my ghost videos of me playing the 3 ghost types in a row take like an hour and a half to film, because I have to keep going back to the firehouse, going over to Tobin, switching over to the ghost, playing a Ghostbuster match. Sometimes I'll have to play like 3 and then still not a ghost. Have to leave, go back to Tobin, pick the ghost, go back to the... Yeah, it's annoying. So I want to really be able to pick my ghost and swap characters quickly. That's very important. I don't want to have to go back to Tobin. I just want to like... Or maybe it sends you straight back to Tobin once you leave. So you can instantly pick and then queue back up. That'd be nice. I think just as long as I don't have to re-queue as a Ghostbuster, I think it'll be fine. Even if I go back to the firehouse, you can get into Tobin's place pretty easily and swap your character. Oh yeah, and then all the bugs in the game, I know they're probably patching them, but they already fixed challenges being reset randomly, so that's really good. But there are still notification bugs all over the game. Like, it'll say that I have this that's new, I'll have this color, this hat that's new with a notification on it. Can't get rid of it. You can highlight all the colors, go through your entire customization tab, and it'll still be like, oh, this thing is new, but it's not new. I've had it for like 2 years now. Yeah, those notification bugs are kind of annoying, but they're not really like game breaking or anything. It's just a little annoying, but that's something I'm sure they're already fixing. But yeah, I really want to see ghost stats. I really want to be able to queue up as ghost and swap my ghosts between games very easily. So that's mostly why I'm making this video. But yeah, let me know, comment down below what else you want changed in the game, just as feedback for the devs and stuff. I'm really enjoying the game so far, and I'm excited for the new ghosts and new maps in the future as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.